From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Gallatin County Commissioners are slated to discuss fire restrictions as well as fireworks restrictions. I'm Gabby Crevett, and I'll have that full story coming up.
And renters in the United States getting another 30 days of relief from evictions, but the clock ticking on that kind of help. Coming up, find out how many people are affected and learn what options are available to get some extra help. Meantime, live shot on our community hospital of Anaconda ICAM into the mining city this morning. Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here. A beautiful weekend. Beautiful on Saturday. I was over in the Madison area, Ruby Valley, really. The clouds that were rolling through there, they looked like they were going to produce something. They did not, but
there might be a few showers here and there in some of those areas, but for the most part, pretty dry. It was good for fishing, though. It was nice to get a little cloud cover, cool things down. We're not going to see much in the form of clouds over the course of the next few days. We are dealing with temperatures this morning into the 40s and 50s. We're going to see a spike in those temperatures through the afternoon back into the upper 80s, and that's really the beginning this week. Today's probably the coolest day that we'll see in the next 7, even 10 days for most of the area. Temperatures expected to build to the 90s. We'll talk about our chances of rain and a look at the 4th of July weekend coming up in just a little bit.
Thank you, Matt. 6:30 now. We are preparing ourselves for what could be another record-breaking week of hot, dry conditions across southwest Montana. This morning, Gallatin County Commissioners will discuss fire and fireworks restrictions during the regularly scheduled work session, as worsening drought conditions in the 4th of July create some serious concerns for fire districts across the county. MTN's Gabby Crevett has a preview of that meeting.
It's hard to imagine the 4th of July without fireworks, but fire districts across the Gallatin Valley are concerned what firework usage could mean for wildland fires this coming weekend.
Our fire situation is running 4 to 6 weeks ahead of what it normally does.
That's Central Valley's fire district chief, who says he's planning for the wildfire season in the valley to be twice as long this year.
Yeah, I normally plan for about a 6-week fire season, August until maybe mid-September. Maybe you'll have a week or two outliers on that, but we're solidly into fire season in the middle of June.
According to the Gallatin County Emergency Management website, as of last week, 11 out of 16 agencies in the county have banned open burning for the time being. And last Friday, the Custer-Gallatin National Forest implemented Stage 1 fire restrictions, which limits where and what kinds of fires are permitted in the National Forest. Lynn Roth says with worsening drought conditions and the dry, hot weather in the forecast, he's concerned about firework usage come 4th of July.
So we have the 4th of July weekend coming up. That is always a little bit nerve-wracking when we have as dry conditions as we do. So we literally beg people, please use common sense with your fireworks and make sure that we don't start any wildland fires.
The Big Sky Fire Department says they're discouraging the use of fireworks within their district. And the Art Council of Big Sky announced they're canceling their fireworks show due to high fire danger. Chief Lynn Roth says he's concerned specifically with bottle rockets and Roman candles, fireworks that were once illegal in the state of Montana, but now legal thanks to a recent bill in the Montana legislature revising permissible fireworks.
Due to some recent passages of legislation, the fireworks that are available for sale are definitely more conducive to starting wildland fires.
On Monday at 8:30 in the morning, Gallatin County Commissioners will discuss the possibility of firework restrictions as well as fire restrictions across Gallatin County. Members of the public are welcome to join. Reporting in Bozeman, Gabby Crevett, MTN News.
Now, Gabby tells us Gallatin County Emergency Management has a working list of all fire departments that are allowing open burning in their districts. As you can see on your screen, as of June 22nd, Amsterdam Fire, Gallatin Gateway, and Bridger Canyon, Highlight Fire, Sedan Fire districts are the only agencies in the area with an open burning status. Other headlines: Crooked Creek Fire continues to grow near the southern border of the Crow Indian Reservations. It's inching closer to 4,000 acres. Crews now keeping that fire at 32% contained. 25 homes in the Sage Creek area are still under pre-evacuation notice, and the effort to stop that fire still forcing some temporary flight restrictions over the area. You can find out more about each fire across our state by visiting our website. Also, a small lightning-caused fire reported in Yellowstone National Park late last week. The 1/10 of an acre fire reported near the south edge of the Blacktail Drive, immediately suppressed because of its location. Currently, there are no fire restrictions in place for the park, but rangers warn conditions are extremely dry. Restrictions may be put in place very soon. 6:34 now. In other headlines, renters behind on their payments can breathe a little easier this week. Nationwide moratorium was supposed to end on Wednesday, but the Centers for Disease Control has suspended it for one more month. No additional extensions are expected. So just how big of an eviction crisis is out there, and what are states and legal services doing to help when the bills are due this time next month? Our Joe St. George explains.
For months, the end of June was supposed to be the return of evictions, but the CDC, for what's supposed to be the last time, has extended the eviction moratorium until the end of July. While much of the economy is back up and running, it's estimated eviction protections have helped anywhere between 30 to 40 million people since the pandemic began. That's according to the nonpartisan Aspen Institute. For perspective, in February of 2020, before the pandemic, the unemployment rate was 3.5%. That meant about 5 million were unemployed. In April of last year, the unemployment rate rose to 14.7%, which equates to 23 million or so unemployed Americans. Last month, unemployment was at 5.8%. That's still higher than before the pandemic, but much lower than when the economy was at its worst. With the White House signaling there will be no more extensions beyond July, now is the time for renters who are struggling to get a plan. Pew Research indicates more than 7 million renters were behind on their rent last month.
Eviction moratoriums are likely to vary from region to region. For instance, here in New York, the governor has extended it a few more months. And in other states, new programs have been enacted to help renters get back on track.
For example, in California, leaders there may have the most ambitious program so far. State lawmakers are putting the finishing touches on a $5.2 billion rent payoff program. Leftover COVID funds are expected to pay for it. That means Californians facing eviction will potentially get a rent bailout soon. It's unclear how many other states may follow.
A lot of the times, tenants don't really know their rights.
Kendrick Thomas is with Bread for the City, a nonprofit that helps low-income earners in Washington, D.C. He says if you are a renter facing a possible eviction in the coming weeks, know that in every state there are free legal services you can take advantage of. Having a lawyer, he says, always increases your chances of getting a better outcome in court. Not to mention there may be rental assistance you can take advantage of.
When it comes to landlords, about 95% have representation in the court. Do you know what the percentage is for tenants? 10%.
As for landlords, many are furious. The eviction ban is not expiring this week as planned. The National Apartment Association has expressed, quote, extreme disappointment, saying many landlords are struggling to pay their bills too. I'm Joe St. George reporting.
6:37 now. With rental cars in short supply, more people are turning to car sharing platforms. It's a peer-to-peer service that allows you to rent someone's personal vehicle. Avail, owned by Allstate, caters more to travelers. You drop your car off at the airport, so it's making money for you while you're away traveling. Other apps like Turo and GetAround leave it up to the host and renter on where that car can be picked up.
Helping people get to where they got to go, that's a benefit for everybody involved here, right? Keeping to your schedules, that's fantastic. The other upside, guess what? Money, right? Like if you're the person who's got the vehicle, you have an extra or one you don't use as often, then there's definitely that financial component.
Now, auto review site Edmunds says renters may be paying about the same as normal car renter in some cities, but this will help you avoid any long lines and shortages. However, there's also a handful of risks to consider before using a car sharing platform, especially if you're the host.
You have to manage a small business at this point. And guess what? That also means taxes. So manage your receipts, look at your time. You might have to get an accountant. Maybe you have to pay someone else to do it. Maybe it's a big box store, but there's these other costs. It's not just I put it on the app, someone shows up and drives my car. It's the increased wear and tear. It's the depreciation on your vehicle. It's, all the maintenance that's going to be on top of that.
Now, as the renter, an issue you could run into is reliability. Since this is someone's personal vehicle, they could cancel your booking because an emergency came up where they need it or the car ends up needing maintenance. There's also cases where a host could accuse you of doing something to the car you didn't do. Edmund says for that scenario, be sure to take pictures of the car before you use it. All good pieces of advice. 6:39, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, getting accurate information when you search the internet. When we come back, what Google is doing to try to make that happen. But first,
Good morning. Ahead on CBS this morning, the latest on the desperate search for survivors of the Florida building collapse, plus a warning about Cologuard, a popular at-home colon cancer test. Some people are finding that after using it, they face pricey medical bills that insurance won't cover. Also, we're on board the first cruise ship to sail from the U.S. since the pandemic began. See the precautions they're taking and hear from a family, not mine, unfortunately, excited to be cruising again. And first on CBS this morning, hear about a new program aimed at connecting students and teachers after a year of remote learning. See you at 7.